let's say Boston wins. Well, actually, no, because let's say they. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know who's gonna win, but I think if the Celtics probably gonna win one at home, obviously, and then Warriors gonna win one, and then they go back to the Warriors. And I think this is how it's gonna go. Warriors are gonna win. I mean, Celtics are gonna win Game 3. Then Warriors are gonna win Game 4, and then Game 5 is gonna be Warriors at their home. And I think Game 6 and 7 are to be won by the Celtics.
I can see that.
That's my prediction. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. But no, I don't think the Warriors. I think the Warriors got that. You know why? It's because their team is better. No. If you really if you compare their players and everything, Celtics have more all-around players that can do everything, but the Warriors, they have like players that they don't do they can't do everything, but they're really good at what they do. You know,
They have
Draymond's
15 guys. They have 15 guys that literally could play on any team and get like 20 plus minutes. So
Exactly.
the Celtics don't. They have like, let's say up to like 10, no 8 probably, like 8. And the rest are like not even bench. You don't even play them when it actually matters. I think let's see what the Celtics are. Let's see how deep they're going. Let's go to game 2. No, game 1 where it's more competitive. All right, the Celtics only played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but Tice only played 6 minutes. So in reality, they're only playing 8 guys, maybe 9 with Tice, but that's it. They don't play anyone else.
Oh,
Let's see the Warriors.
their stamina is insane. I don't know how. I
The
don't know how
Warriors are
they do
playing
it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're playing
Warriors
9 guys.
They have more players that are more ready for more.
Yeah. I think maybe the only guys are Lee and Juan Toscano that you don't play. But the rest, I think all those guys can get pretty good minutes. Or maybe Elisa, you don't want to give them that many minutes. Depends on how he's playing. But everyone else, like Kuminga could get minutes, Moody.
Man,
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
about Moody. I would prefer Lee over Moody, to be honest.
I don't know. Moody's more like all around.
Yeah, he's
better.
alright.
And Kuminga obviously should be able to give more minutes.
Oh yeah,
He's-
Kuminga's really good.
Yeah. Hopefully he gets more minutes next year, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he has to. It's not like he's gonna get traded, you know.
You never know. You had I don't know, maybe Kuminga, Wiseman, and Moody for like a 4th guy. Or I mean a 5th guy or something like that.
Fourth guy.
Or like another all-star. 4 of those guys for no. But actually, it wouldn't make sense for the contract because all those guys are like rookie deals. So they have to be like a cheap. Or maybe Ayton. Well, no, he wants the max, so I don't think they can. I don't know who they would sign though. The Warriors are really tight on money.
Yeah, so you say Celtics 7, I say Warriors in 7. It's gonna be interesting. Do you think if All right, so let's play like this. If the Celtics win the finals, who does the finals MVP go to?
It's most likely gonna be Jason Tatum, but I don't know how the series is gonna play out. Maybe Tatum doesn't have a couple good games, but then Brown goes off for 40
He already had a bad game.
Oh, exactly. That's how the Celtics are. Like one guy goes off, and then other guys. So, sometimes everyone scores, and other times one guy shows up. Yeah.
Because Grant Williams has had a good game. Al Horford has had a couple. Derek White has had one. Pritchard probably had one.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown and Tatum too. So.
And
Smart even. I mean, his efficiency is kind of bad, but still.
But looking at it now, Tatum scored the most games last night. Plus, he had those 13 assists. And then Brown's score numbers went down a little bit. So right now, I'm pretty sure he's leading for the Celtics. Because Horford completely went down after those 2 points. I think he had 2 points. Like, what in the world? But he's definitely not gonna win it. And then and if it's Warriors who win, obviously it'll be Curry. Like who else? Like Curry's winning crazy. He's the one showing up every day.
Oh yeah, Warriors win. It has to be Curry, just because he's already averaged. He's averaging like 30 points already.
Yeah.
I think Clay.
I mean, even if no one else winning it, like
even if Clay has like a 40-point game, the first 2 games he hasn't really been that good.
Yeah. Even if Iguodala has like a 60 piece.
Imagine Iggy gets the Finals MVP. Just one good game.
Game 6, you imagine Game 7, he drops like 60 points. Finals MVP.
Yo, I would just I wouldn't think about that. That's not gonna happen. So do you think if the Warriors win and Steph Curry gets a Finals MVP, where would you have him in your all-time rankings? In your opinion,
I would say top 10 for sure.
Isn't he already top 10?
Some people argue that he's not, but I would say if he wins, he's top 10 for sure, like confirmed. Like if he's not, it's gotta be wrong.
So like, where in top 10? Like 8-ish or?
Yeah, around there.
Like that area.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. I mean, it could be worse. A lot of people have him way down low. You know?
Yeah. I'll put him over Durant all the time, though, for sure.
Yeah, you saw the interview. Draymond was talking about how Steph was always the first option, even with KD on the team.
Yeah. And I feel like also what makes Steph's case is that he changed the game like completely, which even though you okay,
and the thing is, why would Draymond lie? He was literally on the team playing.
Exactly. You can argue that I agree that Kevin Durant and Curry, if they would do 1v1, Kevin Durant's a better player.
Bro, 1v1 is not basketball. Basketball
exactly, that's what I'm saying. But if you argue who's a better player, they're probably gonna say Durant. But if you look at them, they're what they did for the game.
The only thing Durant has better is height advantage and maybe a little bit better defense.
Yeah. So like if you look at them like by themselves, no accolades, Kevin Durant's obviously better. But if you look at their accolades, how they changed the game, Steph Curry is way above Durant. On that sense.
Definitely. Yeah, I look so much smarter when I do that. Like I'll be Dr.
Martin? Curry.
Oh yeah, he's definitely top 3 in my opinion. Especially if he wins, it would be MJ, and MJ won, and then I would put respectively. I'll put Kareem 2, then Curry 3,
and then who's LeBron 4?
LeBron 5. Magic is 4. And then Kobe's 6 probably. It's changed. My opinion has changed because I've seen some.
I think Kobe's not even top 10
recently. Huh?
I don't think Kobe's top 10 all the time.
You don't?
No.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it this way. He did have 81 points, right?
But you got to think about it this way. The only time he won championships was with a teammate, and the teammates are really, really good.
Well, basketball, like I said, is a 5v5 sport. You need teammates to win.
Yeah, no. But look at this. The only one Finals MVP was it like 2 times. The rest of it was because of Shaq. Shaq was Finals MVP, and he needed Pau Gasol to be able to win.
I have Shaq in my top 10 too, though.
Huh?
I also have Shaq in my top 10. He's like,
yeah, I have Shaq in my top 10, but not Kobe. And if you look at Kobe, like he was like a Jordan, like a replica, but just like less efficient. That's just what it was.
That's still good though. I mean,
yeah, it is still good. I'm just saying I don't think he's top 10 level though.
And
just because he's
efficiency, I kind of make a big deal out of it, but it really doesn't matter that much as long as you're winning. Like if you're still winning your games, because you could be like missing shots in a way that the rebounding you have or the rebounds you get could lead to more opportunities, but it's still just it depends really. Yeah, but back to this year's finals it's I hope it's gonna be another close game because those are really fun.
Yeah,
the game 2 was close up into the last quarter.
Really. Yeah, the Warriors took over in the 3rd and 4th. Yeah,
that's what happens when you just make like 4 threes in a row and the other team can't score. That's literally 4 times 3, 12-point lead right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that can happen, you know.
And I have an opinion about the Celtics, what they can do to improve. Honestly, Al Horford, if he's not gonna have a game like he's had the last game, I think they should bench Al Horford. And then since White is playing so good, put White in. Put him White in as shooting guard. Move Brown to small forward. Huh? What?
Oh yeah, Derek White has been playing good somehow. I don't know how.
Yeah, really he's improved. Ever since he had that child, ever since he had his child, he went from like 20% from 3 and like he's shooting like what was it, like 5 points or whatever? I don't know. And then he was going up to now he's up to like 43% and he's going crazy. But yeah, so honestly, I think that's what they should do, an adjustment. Because also Tatum can guard Draymond. They don't need because Al Horford right now he's not really guarding anyone really. Because the Warriors don't use their big man. You need more perimeter defense against them. And White's a better
perimeter. Al Horford and Looney is a good matchup. You know? They're not doing that, but it's a pretty good.
They have Robert Williams. They don't really need Al Horford in the game if they have Robert Williams. And the Warriors play outside mainly and have one guy inside and just let Robert guard Looney on isolation. If they use him, Robert should be able to guard him. But and also with White, he's a better perimeter defender than Al Horford. So if they switch, they have White on the switch, not Al Horford on Curry. You know, that's happened like a lot in the series. They just had a lot of Al Horford on Curry because they switch, and then Curry takes advantage of that matchup. So
right, okay, I like that.
That's just a suggestion. I think they should do, but let's see what they do.
I like how it is, how it's going right now, though. It's going well, and yeah.
Also, I have a suggestion for the Warriors as well. I think they should bench Clay and start Jordan Poole for the playoffs.
Because Clay's defense right now is still better than Poole's defense.
True, but if you want that offense, you have Wiggins.
And I think Poole coming off the bench it's a really good piece whenever Curry needs rest or just Clay needs rest. I think it's a good backup, you know.
You can go either way, because then you won't have like a really good point guard off the bench.
The only way I can see how you're saying, how I would agree with you, if they do bench Clay, maybe Clay would have he would just be playing with more energy, maybe,
or
shots more, or that would make Clay mad, wanting to get traded, you know.
Nah, he's not gonna do that. I don't think Clay's the type of player. But what if you start Gary Payton for defense, and then off the bench you have Clay and Poole? Like, that's amazing.
Payton did play good with defense. I did like that.
Payton did really
good. You're saying the lineup would be Curry, Payton, Wiggins,
Green, and Looney. The shooting is way down, but the way Curry's playing on shooting, do you really need that much shooting around him? With Curry's really that guy.
Well, the more shooting, the better. So I mean, yeah.
True.
But yeah, I mean, they could try it out, but I mean, they might want to stick to what they did because I mean, it worked, you know.
Yeah, true.
Unless Celtics do change their game plan, which is likely.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, if it worked, why not stick to it?
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
bro, you can't be laughing. You can't laugh. Everyone, remember to subscribe to the NBA Lounge. Drop a like. It only takes 2 seconds, and it's worth it. Trust me.